September 21st, 2025, 4:37 a.m. on that eastern side. But we done flipped them poles, so it might be western. I don't know. But I'm Damika, and it's time for hashtag Lost Souls Tarot Cards. Your portals to truth. Yes, I'm also your top life force generator, and I'm also the CEO of Life Force Gen Z LLC. I am also the author of this beautiful baby right here. Hashtag reverse the negative. That's my name right there at the bottom. That's me. And then boom. That's me on the back. Look at that. Can you tell? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started into some tarot. I hope everyone is having an up and down amazing experience, right? I hope it's not too stressful, but I just hope that we're learning our lessons and being prepared for new lessons to start, right? And I'm taking that within. Everything I say on this channel, I absolutely bring it into my life. You know what I'm saying? As best as I can. Yeah, as best as I can. Okay, so and I'm learning how to not expect, right? That's my issue. I'm putting out so much energy, but then I'm expecting things back. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm not realizing when to let certain things go, because somehow that's affecting me as well. When I don't let things go, like I could say I'm letting things go, but internally that's a battle as well. You know, it's a lot of shadow work that we all have to do within ourselves. And just speaking on me in general, there's always shadow work to be done, right? There's always shadow work to be done. And it's just about internalizing what I need to do for self, right? In order to make myself better, then I can make the environment better. I hope that made sense. All right, so of course I'm going to read a poem out my book, hashtag reverse the negative, and then we're going to get into some tarot. All right, so I got the Lemurian music playing in the background. Hopefully you can hear it. It's not my music at all. All right, so this is called Undress Your Body. Undress your body. Dang it. Nothing but sight to sit and observe the mass destruction of life. To see with my eyes, ingest in my mouth, soak in my skin, and absorb through my brain like a knife. Undress the politics, governments, democracy, and all systems of its power. Return all trust, land, and assets stolen to assist with the upcoming sun showers. Undress that society's reality is economically false and fake, causing disastrous friction. From mass production of mass prescriptions causing mass addictions to Hollywood's mass subscriptions. Undress the taste of the flesh and blood that's been systematically stationed in every nation. Human trafficking turned into real estate, politics, social media ads, and TV stations. Undress your buildings and machines, technology, and laser beams. Accept the reality of accept the realization of fellow galaxies and the galactic cosmic supreme. Undress your prison systems from the lies, destruction, corruption, and false accusations. Destroying some of the brightest minds and spirits, accusing them of rape, murder, and molestation. Undress these celebrities. Some actually want to be free. They want to publicly express that he is really she, and if you pay attention, they scream so heavily through their music and interviews. After a while, their fellow conspirer will start to sing. Undress the conspiracies and myths. Go down the rabbit hole and explore. Unlearn, and unlearn again to recharge, regain, and restore. Undress your reality of anything that's fake, artificial, and causes strife. Undress the lies, the hurt, the hardships, and the pain to have access to your new life. Undress the feelings of fear, panic, trepidation, and fright. gain new feelings of calmness, confidence, and love. Then take flight. Undress the experienced fabrication of deceit to be vindicated, not persecuted, oppressed, or despised. See, our reality is now. We must unite, claim our power, and join the new uprise. But only when you undress your body. That's called Undress Your Body from my Bible hashtag Reverse the Negative. It used to be on Barnes & Noble self-publishing platform, but they told me that something was wrong with my cover, even though I sold the book to like 12 people, I think, that I could see, right? And then somehow one of those people that brought my book was like, oh, I love this poem, but that poem wasn't in my book. It wasn't even my writing style, right? As you could tell, if you've been following me on my channel, as you could tell, my writing style is pretty upfront, blunt, and I'm just facing reality within this realm, okay? I ain't talking too much about love and all that other, not crap, but that's not where my mindset is at, right? All right, so let's get into some tarot. Y'all be tripping. Get into some tarot. Great. Ring this bell and welcome in these energies. Are you writing your goals down, right? Are you writing your goals down? Sticking to your routines. I have to get better with that. Sticking to my routines, right? Focus on self. Focus on self. Everything else will fall in line when you focus on yourself. Okay. I also noticed that when I'm writing, here's what I noticed, why I love to write. I love to write because growing up, my voice was taken, whether it was from growing up with my parents and the situations that happened within, a lot of incest, molestation, a lot of domestic violence, a lot of drugs, a lot of just everything, right? And then growing into my own family composition where the same shit was happening, my voice was taken, very much so. So I didn't even write. I just was in a stuck place in my mind, right? Just stuck in my mind. I wasn't writing, I wasn't talking, I was just being controlled. From every angle, right? Being told what to do, being told what to say, being told what to wear, being told what to laugh at, being told what to be mad at, being told not to be mad, being told I'm ugly and fat, being told that I'm beautiful and I'm amazing. It's just, so now I'm jumping into the reality of who I want to be right now, right? Because this version of me will change as well. And it will ascend and it will grow. Right? And it will shed off, it will die off, and the new version of me will come about, right? And it happens over and over again with us. We die, we come back. We die, we come back, okay? Every time you rest, you go to sleep. You die. You are regenerating your body. Astral projector, you fighting out that motherfucker. Cha, 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 cha. Yeah, I mean, we out that thing getting it in. The reason, y'all should know by now, the reason why why the light is off is so that you're able to see the cards better, right? So that you're able to see the cards better. Let me see. Y'all want to see me down? Did you see how long my hair got? Watch this. Oh, damn. You can't even see it. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, it's down to my butt cheeks. My hair is down to my butt cheeks. You ain't got to see it. It's down to my butt cheeks, baby. Don't you worry. So let's see. Well, we got solar plexus that I'm already looking at. But before that, let's ring this bell. Let's welcome in these energies. Spirits, right? All life forms.
We are gardeners.
Dun. Dun, 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 dun. That's not mine. That's a commercial. All right, let's get this bell rung. Welcome in these beautiful energies, all life forms, right? Don't be afraid. They never are to come in the spirit. They're never afraid to come in the spirit. But sometimes they don't want to leave. You be like, fuck that. You got to go out there on your own journey. All right, baby. So we welcome in all energies, all life forms. We thank you for coming through in the spirit. We thank you for coming through in the energy. We are aware that you do not like to face us in the 3D, but you do like to start a lot of shit in the 3D. But we are the ones that's going to finish it and train you at the same time. So welcome, 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 welcome. And ashe, ashe, ashe. Use what you got to get what you want. You gotta use what you got to get what you want. Let me go ahead and pause this. I gotta cut my main water valve off. Hold on, I done took my shower, cleansed myself. Like, you see, my hair down on my butt cheeks. It's down on my butt cheeks. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so while I was shuffling my cards, I'm going to show you the cards that popped out. You already saw solar plexus come out, right? Solar plexus came out representing the third chakra. It's yellow, upper abdomen. It's a change in energy. You need to meditate, diet, and exercise. There's yoga, fire, stomach digestive, fire, manifest physical symptoms. And then this one popped out here. Can y'all see that? Is this light too bright? Hold on. Light might be too bright. Alright. See something. Give me a second. Y'all know I gotta work out the deets so y'all able to see. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, that's better. I had to use a flashlight. Right? So that I'm able to see what I wrote down. Alright, so we got Title 26, Subtitle B. It covers the taxes imposed on the transfer of property at death or by a gift. So this, I felt like this had a lot to do with those insurance death claims and things like that, the fraud claims and stuff, and why they have been unaliving people in order to use this tax here, Title 26, Subtitle B. And then, of course, I had to create a card, because remember I said yesterday I wanted to jump into Bron. Right, so we got LeBron James, NBA player, LA Lakers, born December 30th, 1984, started basketball at 9 years old. He goes by King James. His mom had him at 16. Middle name is Raymond. His mom allowed him to go live with Frank Walker at the age of 9. Of course, she was going through it as a single mom, right? 16-year-old single mom, boy. And he was then in and out of Catholic schools, and then he got 4 NBA championships. He went through AAU, which is Amateur Athletic Union. He's from Akron, Ohio. Okay. All right, so we got that there. It's different in Ohio, right? It's a little different everywhere. I ain't gonna lie. Indiana. Over there, y'all, it's a little different everywhere we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get these other community helpers out. I got these nice and shuffled up already. Hopefully somebody on the bottom of the, okay, here we go. We're gonna go like this. Hopefully somebody on the bottom of this, and they are. All right, we got 6 names coming out. We got Sanders, Saunders, Patel, Price, Alvarez, and Castillo. Okay, let's get into it. We got petition came out, all right? Petition. For a formal written request for action, typically addressing the authorities or governing body. It's used in both legal and political contexts. Political advocacy, legal findings, online, seek a specific change or outcome, traditional paper, define your goal, write a draft, gather support, and submit follow-up. Okay. That's Portal 5. We got Portal 6. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's evil. Yes, it's planned. Yes, divine justice. All right, so we got solar plexus. You always know when we start off with the first tier, which is solar plexus, it is absolutely going to keep feeding off of that first one, solar plexus. So solar plexus, Title 26, Subtitle B, covers the taxes imposed on the transfer of property at death or by gift. So someone was attacking someone's solar plexus, right? Their stomach and digestive system, right? Because you know the gut controls all. entities can attack us. We can attack ourselves by what we eat and what we ingest, right? But these witches and warlocks have control where they can manipulate the energy to attack us during our in our solar plexus, and could cause us to be at death so that they can claim us as a gift, right? Or use this title 26 subtitle B, okay? The divine feminine have joined forces, all right? So the divine feminine have joined forces due to the solar plexus is being attacked. Somebody got shot and killed. Damn. They tried to shoot and kill the solar plexus and the divine feminine. Hathor has risen. Because they're attacking your solar plexus, Hathor has risen. Okay. The nicer they are, the more deceptive they are. The devil said that. Okay? The devil said that. No wealth is returned to the sender. We have a runner in the energy, a runner. Someone's trying to run away from their problems. And portal number 13. Censored and celebrated. Okay, so your solar plexus is being censored and celebrated. Someone is probably running away from doing the shadow work that they have to do involving their solar plexus. But let's get into this. A runner. Journey towards freedom, liberation, self-discovery, moving meditation, sense of connectedness to something greater than oneself, overcome obstacles and barriers on a spiritual journey, right? That's what the spiritual metaphysical meaning is of a runner. All right. Give me a second. Alright, I'm gonna put these community helpers to the side real quick. It's a little spicy. In the home, it's a little spicy. Alright, so what four tiers are we gonna tap into this rising? Oh, of course we're gonna do Lebron James. So let's jump right into Bron. Let's jump right into Bron here. Jump right into LeBron James, please and thank you. I'm only going to take a few of these out of the community helpers and entities. I will see what falls under this bad boy's name. Trying to make sure they're all upright. I don't like them when they're not. All right, LeBron. Let's see what we got. But if it comes in the reverse, that's exactly what it's meant to be. Alright, LeBron. Alright, LeBron James. We got Fox News Digital that came out. Fox News Digital came out. Well, this jumped out of my hand. I was going to move to the top. This jumped out of my hand. So under LeBron James, we got Fox News Digital. The president appoints heads of federal agencies, federal judges, ambassadors, and other officials with Senate approval. Remember, he's worth $1.30 billion. So entities like that basically control your Senate, your government. They become part of their agencies. They're agents, okay? They're agents. It used to be like, they controlled them. But they're no longer able to do these sacrifices, right? We've called our energy back. We're aware. They're no longer able to do these sacrifices. And that was the only way that they were able to gain power, through sacrificing, especially children, okay? So we got Fox News Digital. I said Fox 5. Then we got the president appoints heads of federal agencies, federal judges, ambassadors, and other officials with Senate approval. No new friends, LeBron James, no new friends. You have to take accountability. You have to be, it's responsibility that involves individuals hold for their spiritual well-being and decision they make. Recognizing one's personal spiritual state and understanding how choices impact the state. You're a con artist. Your ex-wife is a suspect. If you have an ex-wife, might be a wife. Portal number 7 coming out. These names could be involved with Lebron, James, King James, Bron. We got Caroline, Terry, Doobie, Megan, Virginia, Iris. Portal number 8, Bron. My aunt has the final say so. All right. Justice, truth, law, balance, healer, controls chaos, connection to order, cosmic principle that maintains order on earth. Portal number 9 for Lebron. All right, you need to move in silence from now on and quit being so kind. That's anyone that's involved with Lebron as well. Quit being so kind. I don't take you as a kind person though, Lebron. I take you as an entity that has been abused time and time again, especially since it says here you had to go to Frank Walker since the age of 9. Your mom basically turned you over to someone else because, you know, she was a 16 single mama out here in what we call this realm of surviving. And she gave you over to Frank Walker. I'm going to look his ass up too. Then the AAU was involved, Amateur Athletic Union. You know, they always like to prey on our children, right? And kids. Prey on the children and the kids. Especially, that's why they come into these low-income neighborhoods and do all these goddamn little sports leagues. They be cheating in that too. They do all these sports leagues because they preying on the children within the community. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Brian, you was absolutely preyed on. All right? It doesn't mean you ain't taking responsibility. You need to take accountability for the shit that you've done while you was on this realm. All of us do. Don't worry, Brian. All of us do, right? But it depends on how you worth $1.30 billion, bro. You done did some shit out here. You did. So it has to come back. Oh man, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Portal 10. All right, earthquakes are here. I have been sleeping extremely heavy. Usually when that happens, it's some type of natural disaster happening somewhere. Okay, so earthquakes, it's a change. It represents that change is needed. Restoration is here from a higher power. Okay, it's time to terraform. It's time. All right, these divine messages are coming to you all to reflect life. Connect to earth. There's judgment and reflection here. Displeasure from deities are here. Okay, you all have been summoning up these deities and have been using these deities' energies and powers, but the way you've been doing it, boy, oh boy, they don't want that type of blood no more. They want y'all blood now. So you got to harmonize with the rhythms on earth because there's a spiritual awakening happening. Portal number 11 for this Bron King James. We got a clear quartz coming out. Ooh, you got to love that. The clear quartz is coming out. All right, clear quartz, it works with every type of energy. It's hexagonal, it amplifies. It can be milky white to clear. It connects to the divine, your crown chakra and all chakras. It is a master healer, okay? Portal number 12 for Bron. There's a sphere. There's a sphere here. It carries the energies of completeness, wholeness, oneness. 13 for Bron. It says manifesting generator. You have a manifesting generator in your environment, Bron. Okay, that can multitask, that is adaptable. They are hybrids combining power of manifestor and energy of generator. Okay, they can excel in various domains at the same time. Energetic duality. They're tuned into the sacral response and aligned with their unique path. All right, so that's your 13 for Bron. Stick around with your energy, Bron, so you can see how this all goes out, especially with the universal laws. See, a lot of those con artists, they like to take information that they need and then move the fuck on. They don't give a damn about you, but they learning their lessons. They learning their lessons respectfully and disrespectfully. They are learning their lessons. All right, so that was LeBron James. Wasn't too much on you, Bron. We'll bring you back out one day if you pop back out in the community helpers. Let's see. I'm curious about this Title 26 Subtitle B. Covers the taxes imposed on the transfer of property at death or by gift. All right, so if someone dies, they're able to transfer this property, whether it's by their death or whether they give it to them as a gift. Okay, let's get into that. We're going to get 13 portals for that, please and thank you. We're going to get 13 portals for this subtitle 26. I mean, this title 26, subtitle B. There's a lot of titles there, too. Oh, man. Okay, well, this popped on out. We got approve or reject all presidential nominations to executive and judicial offices. Executive oversight. Approve or reject all presidential nominations to executive and judicial offices. Okay. Executive oversight. That's what they do. That's what the executive oversight do. They can approve or reject all presidential nominations to the executive and judicial offices. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, executive oversight. Let's get what's that bottom one is? What's the bottom one, loves? Title 26 says flesh devouring cannibals are devoured by the souls they stole. Oh, so like I said, it has something to do with transfer of property at someone's death, or it could be a gift. Okay, portal number 3. They used me to oversee the federal budget, and I overlooked a lot. The budget oversight. Oh, portal number 4. They were working with the plane Mercury, or they are in the Mercury energy. It affects how you learn and understand. Portal number 5 for this subtitle B of title 26. Ace of Pentacles is here. There's new financial opportunity, a new career, prosperity, abundance, practical beginnings, and a seed of material wealth. Okay, so because we're making light of this title 26 subtitle B, we're in the Ace of Pentacles now. Okay, and it's as simple as us writing it down and speaking this out loud. That's another reason why I do these transmissions every day, right? So that I'm able to learn, pull my portals, but also speak it out of my mouth, out of the throat chakra, right? This is my reality. I hope you all are embracing yours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Portal number 6 under title 26. The 7 archangels are here, baby. We got Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Jophiel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Azrael, Archangel Chamuel. Okay, right after this new financial opportunity, prosperity, and abundance, you got the 7 archangels, babies, right behind you. Come on now. Portal number 6. Focus on your solar plexus. Okay, that's what we started off with, the solar plexus. 30 years of age, a U.S. citizen for 9 years, and resident of the state they represent. They're the ringleader. All right, so if they're 30 years of age or older, they're a U.S. citizen for 9 years, and they've been a resident of the state that they represent, they are ringleaders. Part of the Senate, I think, or governor or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Portal number 8. So the ringleader is involved with this title 26 subtitle B. Portal number 8. Dark humor. Is it funny now? Portal number 9. Early tax laws. Title 26. Before 1939, federal laws were passed by Congress as individual revenue acts. And that was portal 9. Portal 10, please and thank you. Ophiuchus is in the building. So you got the 7. Let's stop and pause real quick. So because they either tried to lie about you being unalive, or they have actually unalived some folk to receive these gifts and this transfer of property, and he thought it was funny with their dark humor, You got the 7 Archangels. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You got the you got Ophiuchus, who is the 13th constellation, the 13th eon, and the 13th bloodline. Come on now. Who highly protected? We are. Portal number 11. Dexter Morgan is on their ass. Y'all know I get excited when I see Dexter. Dexter Morgan is a vigilante serial killer. So murderers, you better beware. He follows the code of Harry, but he absolutely don't fuck with no pedophiles. Hello. Portal number 12. Ooh, y'all in some shit. You're days away until you find out your strength. Portal number 13. The Hangman energy. Surrender, okay? Surrender. Whoever's involved with this title 26, subtitle B, you were sacrificing to gain wisdom. Now there's a new perspective, okay? You need to surrender. There's enlightenment here. There is a willingly, you have to willingly let go, okay? And see things from a different angle. It's been a long time coming. Change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Alright, we got shot and killed up here. The nicer they are, the more deceptive they are, the devil. So we got a message from the devil here. Let's go ahead and lock that in. What's going on, baby? Come talk to us, please and thank you. A lot of y'all like to run from the devil, which causes him to chase you, right? He's just teaching you what to do and what not to do. And he's going to embrace everything that you're not supposed to do, duh. And at the same time, he like bipolar and shit. Because at the same time, he like, oh shit, y'all fell for it. What the fuck? You weren't supposed to fall for it. But do it anyway. You know what I mean? But do it anyway. All right, so we got the nicer they are. The nicer they are, the more deceptive they are. Here's on the bottom. The devil said it. Let's get into it. Provided advice and consent to treaties that negotiated by the executive branch. Treaties. So the executive branch, the treaties provided advice and consent to treaties that were negotiated by the executive branch. All right. Okay, devil. Thank you. We got the Six of Pentacles. They were saying that they were generous, right? Because he's saying the nicer they are, the more deceptive they are. So they were being in the Six of Pentacles energy to be deceptive. They were using resources to help others. They were being generous and providing charity, but to who? Right? To shared wealth. They were giving and receiving, but to who? They were having financial balances in their relationships, okay? The nicer they are, the more deceptive they are. Okay, I get this. There are matching fingerprints across the following states: Georgia, Tennessee, Indiana, D.C., Virginia. They are working with the demiurge, okay? In order to get this, to steal this Six of Pentacles energy, they were working with the demiurge, okay? It shapes the material world, okay? The illusions. Portal number 5. Do you know what a rohats is? They do it at sunset, okay? That's a very demonic dark ritual. Very demonic dark ritual. I'm gonna make sure I put it inside of the description box along with the definition of demiurge. Has a lot to do with Grim Law, so Rojas is a rite of passage that turn 18 when you turn 8 for Jagabars, okay, that turn 18 years old. The rite involves chasing down and disemboweling one or more humans with the traditional purpose, use a weapon known as the bear claw, and then howling at the setting sun with the blood on their hands. Participants traditionally hunt down prey bare-chested, and they tattoo themselves ritually. A Rojas can be performed by more than one Jagabar at the same time, with them all hunting the same prey. It is initiated after participants ritually release their prey from an ancestral cave. This is fucked up. It seems to be more honorable if more than one human is hunted. The young Jagabers need to mark their prey with their own blood to fulfill the ritual. Deadly traps can be set beforehand. Damn, y'all. This is crazy. I'm gonna make sure I put this in the description, okay? Then we got the Demiurge. All right, so the Demiurge is a term derived from the Greek word demiurgus, meaning artisan or craftsman. In philosophy, it refers to a deity or artisan-like figure responsible for shaping and arranging the material world through chaos, okay? The Demiurge is often depicted as a subordinate god who creates the physical universe to conform and control to a rational and eternal ideal. In some philosophical systems, the Demiurge is seen as imperfect or even malevolent, existing alongside a higher, unknowable, supreme being. Monotheistic religion. Alright, so that was portal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Portal 5, for the nicer they are. Here's portal 6. Alright, the school systems. The nicer they are, the more deceptive they are. Right, the school systems is supposed to represent a journey of growth and development, where you learn about nature, you learn how to maximize your powers, internal powers, and it can be expanded over time. However, these school systems are filled with illusions. They're not protectors. You don't have the ability to self-discover, right? You don't have the ability to understand the invisible spiritual nature of all life, which transcends from the physical material plane. These school systems are involved in human trafficking. These school systems are built on top of energy manipulation facilities, as well as a lot of grave sites, burials, to where these energies have been released and they are going through these children, staff, anybody in that building. Portal number 7. The nicer they are, the more deceptive they are. They're trying to fuck with your human brainwaves. You have the ability to bridge the gap between different states of consciousness, which facilitates spiritual experiences. All right, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, theta, EEG, electroencephalography, different frequency ranges, and spiritual insight. We got IRC, Internal Revenue Code, Title 26. It is the first codification of federal tax law, brought the various acts together in one place. IRC Code of 1939. D954776. Portal 10. Their bloodline was destroyed by your energy. Their bloodline. So the nicer they are, the more deceptive they are, because they are defectors and moles. They're deep cover agents, long-term snake, sleeper agent, espionage agent. Portal 12. No more stereotypes. Okay. Portal 13. Some ancestors rebelled. Some actresses rebelled and shook Hollywood, but I did say ancestors. Some ancestors rebelled and shook Hollywood. All right, so that's 13. For the nicer they are, the more deceptive they are. 40 minutes and 43 seconds on the timer. We got a runner. We got shot and killed. Hathor has risen. Let's look up what who Hathor is. What the hell? My bad, y'all. Ancient Egyptian goddess. Hathor is an ancient Egyptian goddess. Okay. House of Horus. Let's see. Hathor has risen. She came right after shot and killed. Let's get into it. Was a major goddess in ancient Egyptian religion who played a wide variety of roles. As a sky deity, she was the mother of or consort of the sky god Horus and the sun god Ra, both of whom were connected with kingship, and thus she was the symbolic mother of their earthly representatives, the pharaohs. She was one of several goddesses who acted as the eye of Ra, Ra's feminine counterpart, and in this form, she had a vengeful aspect that protected him from his enemies. Her beneficence, her other side, represented beauty, music, dance, joy, love, sexuality, and maternal care, and she acted as the consort of several male deities and the mother of their sons. Oh, what the hell? Kind of sound like she was doing her thing out there. I ain't gonna sound like she was doing her Thor. You was doing your thing out there. All right. Yeah, because it sound like y'all mingled with each other now. Y'all mingled. She was the mother of She was the mother or consort of the sky god Horus and the sun god Ra, both of whom were connected with kingship. And thus she was the symbolic mother of their earthly representatives. Okay, she's depicted as a cow, symbolizing her maternal and celestial aspect, although her most common form was a woman wearing a headdress of cow horns and a sun disk. She could also be represented as a lioness, a cobra, or a sycamore tree. Okay. Thor was giving up that thing. Giving up that energy, yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's go to shot and killed. What's going on with that? Let's get shot and killed on out the energy. What is going on with that, y'all? It could absolutely be a metaphor. I know this had to do with Charlie Kirk. That's why I wrote it, because it's in pen, right? I was at the library and I didn't have my markers and things with me, so I had to write in pen. So I know this has to do with why I wrote this. It was with the whole CK incident, right? Okay. Alright, so let's get shot and killed on out the way. All right, you have no life of your own, so you copy theirs. God damn, coming in strong, ain't y'all? You have no life of your own, so you copy theirs and you shot and killed them? Huh. Damn. California. It happened in California. California has 186 billionaires. That was the year 2023 saying that. Virginia. It happened in Virginia. Virginia has 7 billionaires in 2023. Alright, shot and killed. Damn. We got isometric that's coming out. Improve situations and amplify energies. Crystals have interior cubic structure. Uh-oh. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, hold on. This is kind of alright, so shot and killed. Title 26 coming out heavy. Shot and killed. Outlines the rules for the assessment, collection, and enforcement of federal taxes, well as disclosure of information. Subtitle F. Somebody was shot and killed over taxes or disclosure of information. They were collecting information. No weapons formed against you shall prosper. So whoever was shot and killed, you absolutely know that you can't die, right? So the one in front of the gun lives forever. Hey, Kendrick, okay? Resilience is here. You will overcome, okay? You have divine protection. You're more powerful in your energy form. Portal number 6. Appointment tenure. Federal judges, including Supreme Court justices, are nominated by the President and confirmed by the Senate. They remain in office until they resign, pass away, or they are impeached. Judges hold their positions for life, or during good behavior. That was in quotation marks. Portal number 7. We got these 6 names coming out hot. I'm looking at Collins, Morris, Morales, Turner, Diaz, and Cruz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Portal number 8. The divine masculine and feminine have allied. Okay, so shot and killed. When we pulled out them 6 names, they could have been shot and killed, right? Or they could have been the shooter. Who knows? Portal number 9. Someone was in the magician reversed energy. Okay. Someone was in the magician reversed energy. God damn it. I'm trying to figure out this doggone light, y'all. It's because it's... Okay. Magician reversed. Manipulation, poor planning, untapped talents, using your skills for self. Not fully utilizing your potential. Damn it, I need this light. I can't fake it. Okay. So, somebody was shot and killed because they were in the magician reverse energy. They were being manipulative. They had poor planning. They had untapped talents. They were using their skills for themselves instead of sharing it, right? And they didn't fully utilize their own potential. That's why they shot and killed this other entity. Portal number 10. These names could be involved. I'm looking at Smollett, Journey, Jesse, Shanae, Doris, Journey. God damn it. Y'all cannot see this. The whole purpose of this is so that y'all are able to see this too. Right? So that we all can learn together. I gotta figure this out. Alright, so we got met Bill Montgomery at Benedictine University, and Montgomery was a member of Tea Party. This is under shot and killed. Portal number 12. We got the 6 names coming up: Sanchez, Ramirez, and King. Wright, Scott, and Torres. Portal number 13. Shot and killed. Be observant and fearless. Okay. Alright. Alright, so that was our 4 portals. 4 tiers. We actually opened up 13 portals, right? And then we opened up more. So the first time we opened up 13 portals. Let me see. Let's do some math real quick, beloveds. Alright. So we got the first 13 portals that we opened up. So we opened up 13 portals 5 times. So we're going to times it by 5. That was 65 portals right here just in this one read. Every read I do, it'd be more than 65 portals. All right, so let's get through to the, and that was just with the community helpers, emotions, entities, and legal laws. Right? So now we're going to hop into, we are absolutely getting ready to hop into I'm thinking, y'all. I'm thinking. I just feel like I'm missing something. Let's get these ABCs and 1, 2, 3s on out of here. We're going to do some zodiacs as well. Absolutely. Let's get some ABCs and 1, 2, 3s out here. Alright. I'm really playing around with this light. Yeah. Y'all know the house sleeps as well. Like the actual house, your home. It has to rest as well too. Right? Everything is living. Everything needs its rest. And we don't even realize how much we put so much pressure on the homes. Keeping stuff plugged in. Keeping the TVs on all night. I'm guilty. Game consoles plugged in, constant electricity. It's tough on the house. The energies that the house have to deal with. What the fuck? It's tough on the house. Please believe that. Alright, let's get into it. M. We got the letters M and L that came out first. M and L came out first. Oh, we got this synchronization. 11:55. Okay, that's a 3. Time to make a change. Take new steps in life. Embrace new endeavors. Make the change, and good things will follow. Ooh, thank you. I'm gonna write that down on my window. We got the number 8 that came on out. Number 8, HQZ, Horus, Harmony, Quran, Quantum, Zigzag, Zion. Focus on abundance, manifestations, and infinite portal potential because your abundance is absolutely here. All right. You got portal number 1, January, October, November, December, portal number 1. Unity, New Beginnings, Divine Source. My bad. Unity, New Beginnings, Divine Source. AJS, Angel, Jesus, Jews, Success, Society. R and S, R and S. Portal number 6, the number 5, ENW. Change, transformation, personal freedom is here, the month of May. Empathy, number, water. Portal number 7. Focus on all the ABCs in numbers, especially 1 through 9. Portal number 8. The number 6. Balance between material and spiritual. There's harmony. June. Faith, organism, occultism, xenon. Portal number 9. The number 3, the letter CLU. Divine completeness, creative expression, March. Communication, law, universe. Portal number 10. The number 2, BKT. Balance, Kundalini, traveler. February. Focus on your balance, duality and partnership. Portal 11, T and U, 12, 222 or 2222. Trust the process and practice patience. Maintain peace and harmony, duality, balance, and partnership. Portal number 13, number 9, letters I and R. Intuition, radiance. Completion, endings, transition to new beginnings. That was only 12. Here's 13. The number 7, GPY, spiritual awakening, divine protection, good fortune. All right, July. Grace, profit, youth. Okay. Zodiacs, star systems, solar systems, planes that are breaking free from their nets. We still calling them planets. They're breaking free, y'all. They breaking free. We can call them planes now. Okay. Let's see what we got, beloveds. 57 minutes and 33 seconds on the timer. 5:51 a.m. Lebron, I feel like I gotta pull you back out. Not during this transmission. I don't really know much about you. Y'all be so much in the headlights, but people really don't, unless they have been watching you through basketball. I don't know you like that. All right, so we got, what the heck? Under zodiac, star systems, and planes comes universal laws, has the last say so. 9999, starting off just like that. You got Mercury, communication, intellect, mental process, receptivity to divine wisdom and the mind. Disseminating moon. What we in, a new moon now, y'all? Something like that. Let's see. We did one of the moon phase. It was every week in September. We had a moon phase, different moon phase. All right, so let's see. We are on new moon at 3:54 p.m. today. We'll have a new moon in the DMV area, Northern Virginia. New moon. All right, and then the next moon phase will be on the 29th, which is your first quarter moon, okay? Damn. Okay. Yep, so we're in the new moon phase. We're in the new moon phase, okay, beloveds? Okay, so we got disseminating moon, finishing your project. Aquarius is in the energy. Focus on your uniqueness, self-expression, and unconventional thinking. January 20th through February 18th could be relevant. Whole sign house system is in the building. All right, it's 21 years old plus, making it the oldest form of house division. Preferred method determines houses for about 1,000 years after its inception. Takes the entire span of the zodiac sign that appears on the ascendant at birth as first house. All signs equal at 30 degrees, as intercepted signs cannot occur using the whole system. Portal number 6, you got your fire signs coming out. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Focus on adventure, being stable, self-aware. You have immense energy, but you're temperamental. Passion, you're super creative, you're loyal, and you have the ultimate tools to transform. Portal number 7, Aries. Aries, coming out strong. New beginnings, bravery, leadership, take risks, step out of the comfort zone. March 21st through April 19th. Fire signs coming out again, y'all. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Portal number 9. Pluto is in the energy. Transformation, death, and rebirth. I love it. Portal number 10. You know, I know that they try to say Pluto had disappeared and all that, right? Portal number 10, Cancer. Nurturing, intuition, emotional sensitivity. June 21st through July 22nd. Hydra constellation is here. Stratos celestial equator, the biggest constellation of the 88 modern constellation, affiliated with the water snake and Babylonian. Portal 12, more fire signs coming on out. Ooh, heavy on the fire signs. Portal 12, Aries, Leo, Sag. Portal number 13, Mars. Action, assertiveness, motivation, drive to manifest spiritual aspirations. Heavy on the fire signs during this read. Roar. Roar. Y'all smell it? Alrighty. Okay, so we're at 1 hour, 2 minutes, 36 seconds. Oh, universal laws, y'all already know. And your yes, no, maybes. Ask yourselves, get ready to ask yourselves 3 questions after these universal laws are after I read the universal laws, get your yes, no, maybe questions ready to go. I remember with index cards, you could kind of bridge them, right? You can kind of bridge them. But they index cards turned into portals. All right, what we got? Okay, babies. Divine court. Injustice. Arbitrator. Each soul reaps what it sows. Damn. Higher power divine entity ensures that justice is served. Ancient of Days administers justice in a divine justice system. I have not committed robbery with violence. Don't cry now, bitch. Me. I said that one. I have not caused disruption of peace. Portal 4, Portal 5. I have not overstepped my barriers of concern. Portal 6. Natural disasters are here. Divine guidance, transformation, awakening call, reminder to live in alignment with true purpose. Pay attention to the birds. If the birds have left your area or town, something coming your way. Portal 7, don't touch my anointed. Okay? They are set apart, empowered, chosen by God for a divine reason and purpose. Portal 8, there's a black hole waiting for whoever it is. It represents the unknown infinite, a void or emptiness lying at the center of our being. It reflects life's unresolved mysteries and signifies transformation and life's continuous evolution. Patterns we find difficult to break, and we're able to tune into frequencies. Portal 9, I have not cursed my ear to truth. Portal number 10, no fear of losing a loved one. Portal number 11, if you have fear of losing a loved one, you will then be pushed into spiritual poverty, one's own insufficiency and need for God, a pathway to spiritual riches, humility depending on God's grace, Matthew 5:3, and a need for salvation. Portal 12, Soul Tribe here. Offers support, provides insight, mirror lessons you need to learn, enhance your energy, helps you stay aligned. Their presence uplifts, and it is genuine, authentic support. My type of motherfucking people. What was that? Ooh, I got excited, y'all. That was 12. Here go 13. I have not slain men, women, or animals. Okay? All right, babies, go ahead and take that deep breath in. Hold it. Release. All right, love. So you're going to go ahead and get ready to ask yourself 3 questions, right? Before the 3 questions, before I give you the answer, I'm going to tell you to take that deep breath in, hold it, and then release. Some of us forget how important the breath is to take those deep breaths, right? So that's another reason why I do that. Hopefully you stick around for the transmission so you can get that part. All right, so let's go ahead with that first question. You want to be clear, you want to be concise, but you also want to stand on what the fuck you're asking, okay? Make sure you scream it loud and proud if you can in your home, okay? Or wherever you are. Wherever you are, if you're in a car, if you're in your home, if you're at work, wherever you're at and you're tuning into this transmission. All right, I want you to make these questions specifically about you or anything that we've already went over during the transmission. All right, so go ahead, ask yourself. Oh, I got your answer. Go ahead and ask yourself that first beautiful question. All right, beloveds, here come that answer. No. It's a simple no. All right, deep breath in. Hold it. Release. When you're taking that deep breath in, you want to make sure that belly is poking all the way out like a balloon, right? And then when you release, you want to make sure that belly is touching the back of your back. All right. Ask that question. And no, I cannot hear your questions, but I definitely can feel your energy when you're asking. Here's the answer. That's why I said that. That maybe I felt it. Like, or it could be maybe. It's up to you. You are the ultimate creator, right? But some of you be shifty with the question. You know what I mean? Be clear. It's your question, right? It's your question. It's your life. Don't let anyone else's questions or energy come in when you're asking those questions. Don't think about anyone else. This is about you, your journey. One more question. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Release. Go ahead and ask that question. Go ahead and ask that third question, please and thank you. All right, I have your answer. No, this energy is not protecting you. Okay? And that was your 3 answers. All right, let's get on out of here. We rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected our way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. Anything and everything that we are connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck they sent to me. And then it's sent back to its source because I am absolutely sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that I may have agreed to while being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness are all cut and ended. On all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, I am sovereign, I am sovereign, I am sovereign. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And so it is. Let's ring this bell, babies, and get them back out there in that arena. Right? It's a lot of energies. It's a lot of energies that have a lot of cleaning up to do, and they have to stand on their own energy. They're no longer allowed to siphon no one's energy. That's the most important thing about this. All right, beloveds, let's get them back out in the arena and shake them off of your energy as well. Goodbye, y'all. Much love, much love, much love. Much love, much love. You're back. You're going back. Going back now to your avatars now. All right, y'all. Much peace, much light, much love, but absolutely much darkness. Oh, damn it, I always do that. Motherfucker, darkness.